Hector, 845 Hector. Wave. I'm waiting patiently, just like y'all. I wish most of the kids was on. I did Bradley on Friday, and I know it was most of the kids had training, but that's the best time for him, because he had just left training in Columbus, and they're like 3 hours behind. Yeah. And now most of the kids is at training, so if they didn't see it live, I post it so they could watch it. And like this one now, I think most of the kids have school now. Maybe they're on lunch break. I try to do it when they're on lunch break. And so if not, I'll post it so they could watch it. Tristan, what up? I was talking about you yesterday. Flemmo. Just behave yourself. That's what you need to do. Whenever you come this way, we trade. When you come this way, we'll trade. But you need to behave yourself. Alright? Alright, bossy. Alright, so Top man just joined. Just send the request. Alright. Here we go. You.
What's up, man?
What's good?
All is well, man. Just here chilling, you know?
Chilling
at home with the family.
You met them people that kill me.
Huh. I'm here, man. I'm here.
That's the greatest.
On a phone call.
That's the greatest thing. Greatest thing. Everything good?
Everything good.
Family
is all well. Little one just taking a nap.
All right, boss. All right. You have to play one. That mad video game?
No. Later business.
All right, boss. All right. Congrats on everything.
Thank you.
The newborn, all of something. They're not really newborn, but the first. All right, boss. All right. Much respect. I respect for this. Most of doing this for most of the kids them. I'm training all them something. As you know, my brother they
behind. Come on, you don't know we're here for the kids, you know.
All right, boss. Flemmo just come on now.
Flemmo.
Yeah, be trouble Flemmo. Give me from.
Flemmo, I pray.
All right. I'm gonna just the kids of mine just ask some question and thing, and keep it for long. Just make them sister, says a hard work and perseverance and persistent to get where you're at.
Most definitely.
All right. So enough about me, because we will see each other. We will leave.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah. No.
All right. I'll start with the kids some question. All right. Yeah. All right. You want me read them or you read them? Whichever one.
Go on, man. And them are the sons of Eric.
All right, boss. So, Leon, who inspired you?
Well, basically, I'd say my family, first and foremost, and obviously, football was basically the only thing I knew since I was very young. So, my family inspired me to become who I am today. And obviously, all these legends that played football also inspired me to want to be like them. You know, Ronaldinho, for example, he was my favorite player back then when I was younger. I always tell myself I wanted to be like him. You know, be very entertaining because the way how he play, like if you, I wish I was able to watch him play a game because he was so entertaining to watch. And I'm sure that everybody who watched him play football always enjoyed him being on the ball, you know, because he's always just giving something for the crowd to enjoy, and that's the type of person I wanted to be. And obviously, for me, he was one of the best players in the world for me.
All right. Hold on. Autograph, right? So, who's the best player you played against?
The best player, it depends.
Here's some information.
It depends what exactly you consider the best player. Best defender I've played against, or the best player overall in terms of.
There was a specific, so just answer overall.
Well, the best defender I've played against, I've always had a lot of difficulty to answer that question because, you know, I don't fear anybody. And for me, if I'm up against a known defender or something, for me, it gives me a drive, a push, a different energy to want to like dominate that person, you know. Respect for them, but I've always had difficulty with that question because I believe in myself, I believe in ability, and I know whoever I'm up against is always have problems. But I would say the best defender I've played against is probably Jerome Boateng.
Boateng?
Yeah, I'd say he's the best defender.
Okay.
In my opinion, that really handing in like from where I can see him touch the ball of the ball. We played against Juventus. Something else.
So I'm to Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, that game he wasn't. Every football player know that, you know, even though you make a name for yourself and everything, not every game you're gonna perform the way you should.
Facts.
But obviously, you have to give utmost respect to Ronaldo. He's, for me, one of the best players right now in the world. So, even though he's not my favorite player, but Messi is my favorite player. But, you know, I have to give respect where it's due, and I think he's the best player in the world.
Okay. All right, bossy. All right.
What else we got?
Kisai, so what are your thoughts on the World Cup next year? You think Jamaica is ready?
Honestly, I think we have a good team. We have really good quality players who I think can compete in the World Cup. I really do believe that we have a big chance to make it to the World Cup and compete. Not just making it to the World Cup, but also competing in the World Cup, you know. Making it to the World Cup is one thing, but being there and what you do is the next thing. And I believe that we can also compete in the World Cup, you know. I most definitely think that we are going to reach to the World Cup.
I think so too. I think so too. Y'all get there.
Y'all go get.
All right. Oh. All right. Stephen Chaplord, what was you experience while growing up in the game of football? Yeah, that's what it said. What was you experience while growing up? I'm gonna pick sense out of that. What were your experience growing up as a footballer?
Well, basically, I would say I had good and bad moments. You know, being a professional or wanting to be a professional is always difficult. wanting to become a professional is the most difficult part to me. It takes a lot of dedication, um, sacrifice. Culture, Um, just you have to basically.
Your Wi-Fi.
Can you hear me?
No, I'm never there here yet. No, man, I read your lips to say, can you hear me? No.
You can hear me?
Yeah. That's time I say Wi-Fi shaky, you know.
No, my Wi-Fi not shaky. Probably deep on the speaker.
All right. No, you're good now.
Yeah. So basically, I'm saying, I've been in so many different countries, and where I've experienced also racism. You know, just different culture. You know, Jamaican culture is very different than most countries in the world, and when you grew up in a place like Jamaica and experience so many different cultures, it's different. And these are things that you have to face while trying to become a professional player. Just understand that, you know, not everybody's gonna like you. People are gonna be racist against you, not because you're not the same color as them, you're not from the same place as them. You know, when it comes to like the weather, the cold, it's very hard to adapt to. So these are steps that I think, you know, becoming a professional, why it's so hard for a lot of us, because for one, a lot of us tend to be like homesick. You know, you come from Jamaica, it's like paradise. So when you go to these countries, it's not the same. But at the end of the day, you know what you're here for and what you want to accomplish. So it's about the mind as well and how much you want it. So I've experienced a lot of difficult things, you know, but I was raised in a way to be prepared for these situations. So I knew what to expect, and it was rough. You know, not being able to be around my family for like 4 or 5 years, being that young.
It pay off though, right?
Yeah, paid off. You know, being that young, being in Europe at 13 years old, haven't seen my family for 5 years. You know, all these sacrifices that you have to make. It was quite tough, but it all paid off once, you know, I stick to the job. I just stayed focused. I knew what I wanted, regardless of the racism that I experienced. You know, the weather, the winter time when it was cold and my fingers were frozen. I was crying. I cried literally tears. I can remember once. So yeah, I would say that time was like the most difficult time for me, but it all paid off in the end, you know, and that's what's important. And now I can really look back at myself and say, yeah, I've accomplished something, you know, and that's the best feeling that someone could ever have, when they work hard for something and they're literally just accomplished that. And you know,
Definitely. All right. Sorry, C. I'm asking, your favorite club growing up?
my favorite club growing up, I used to like Arsenal. You know, in Jamaica, everybody support the Premier League. So if you don't support the Premier League, you're not from Jamaica. But yeah, I used to support Arsenal, and then I supported Manchester United. But for me, it was just like, you know, I'm supporting because I play football, and, you know, everybody supported a club. But at the end, it was Manchester United for me and FC Barcelona. So those are the two clubs that I really support.
Mine are Arsenal still, so you say you switch. All right. This person's from Trinidad. What club do you want to play for next?
Fans and everybody is always gonna want to ask these type of questions, but for a player, it's very difficult to answer because it doesn't go like that. Whichever club you want to play for, you're gonna play for them. You know, it's about how much you basically work hard in the current team that you're at.